Get some reaction from a top Hawaii Democrat. Senator Brian Schatz is joining us. Senator, thanks very much for joining us.
Happy to be here, Wolf. Thank you.
So what's your reaction to hearing those comments from the Attorney General?
Well, I think the first thing we need to remember is the original sin was the Muslim ban itself, which is an affront to American values, and it was found to be unconstitutional and unlawful. It's immoral. And the reason that they're frustrated is that it's not just a judge in Hawaii, it's a judge in California, it's judges in Maryland and Washington State and elsewhere that have found that this executive order was unconstitutional. You know, the second part of this is an insult to the people of the state of Hawaii. We are an island chain. We are not one island. And the way he seemed to characterize our federal judge and our American taxpayers is that somehow that we are less legitimate than the rest of the country. Look, we're very proud of who we are and what we contribute to the country. So I won't dwell on that except to say that Jeff Sessions doesn't get it, and the island in the Pacific on which I live is one of the best places in the world. But maybe the most troubling aspect of this is that this is part of a pattern of this administration attacking the judiciary. You know, Jeff Sessions had no problem when a single federal district court judge made a decision that he agreed with in granting a federal stay against Barack Obama's DACA order. And so the difference between Judge Watson's order in Hawaii and the judge in Texas's order is that he doesn't agree with this one. But the problem when you're the chief law enforcement officer in the country and the head lawyer for the United States of America is you have to respect the rule of law and the rules of the game. And he knows, as well as anybody, that any federal district court judge can issue a stay and it will stick across the country.
What kind of reaction, Senator, are you hearing from your constituents in Hawaii?
Well, they're just disgusted. You know, I mean, we're not generally admirers of Jeff Sessions because of his record on civil rights over many, many years. But, you know, there's sort of two aspects to our response. First, we're appalled, we're disgusted, we're not happy. But on the other hand, we really love our state, and we're very proud of our state. So anybody who disparages who we are or our contribution to the American experience, we tend to briefly get irritated but move on with our lives because we love Hawaii. We're very proud of Hawaii. So we're not going to dwell on this. But our island chain in the Pacific is the home, the birthplace of Barack Obama, the headquarters of the Pacific Command. It's where Pearl Harbor is. It's where Danny Noy represented. We've got a proud history as Americans, and there's nothing that Jeff Sessions can do to diminish that proud history.
As you heard, the Attorney General had the opportunity to apologize, to rephrase his comments in that interview with CNN's Kate Baldwin. Does he need to apologize to the people of Hawaii and to that federal judge?
Well, I think he should. I think, first of all, most importantly, he should apologize to the federal judge because that, in the long run, is a bigger issue. You do not want the Attorney General of the United States to diminish the importance of any federal judgeship. That is about the rule of law. That is about respecting that there are three co-equal branches of government. And this is part of a pattern of this administration trying to diminish the rule of law and trying to diminish the importance of three separate and co-equal branches of government. Whether or not he's going to apologize to us, look, we don't need his apology. And I think what is consistent about people in the Trump administration is Donald Trump doesn't like to apologize, and he doesn't like for anybody who works for him to apologize. So I'm not going to sit around waiting for that. We're a proud state. We're a happy state. Everybody is welcome to visit us. And we're happy to be the 50th state.
Well, we do know that his press secretary, Sean Spicer, did apologize for comments he made comparing Hitler to the Syrians. But let's talk a little bit about Jeff Sessions. Do you have confidence? Do you trust him to serve as Attorney General of the United States?
I don't. You know, this is unfortunate. He was a colleague of mine. We always had cordial conversations. I did not vote for him because, you know, he's got such a strong view about so many issues relating to civil rights and civil liberties, and his view of what it means to be American, to me, that is so antithetical to the American experience, to our basic ideals. But now, more importantly, there's a question about whether or not he is willing to discharge his duties in such a way that is dispassionate, that is totally fair. he is sort of transitioning, hopefully, between being an elected politician and serving in a really important role as the Attorney General for the United States. And it's not clear that he's actually made that transition. This is about the rule of law. This is about the respect for the judiciary. And so far, I'm not persuaded that he's made that transition successfully.
Senator Brian Schatz of Hawaii, thanks very much for joining us.